Some of you really need to be told not to do this. No, I refuse to believe this is an actual thing. Okay, so you didn't get a review of Proud Mary last week because despite a pretty heavy advertising campaign for a January movie, Sony decided not to show it to critics and apparently called off a lot of the late-night Thursday shows, basically cutting off the ability of film critics like myself to see it early and tell you anything about it. You are correct in assuming that this is something studios can technically do anytime for any movie, but generally don't because it feels like they're admitting that the movie sucks or that they don't think the reviews will be good, usually because the movie sucks. However, given that anticipation was said to be running pretty high for the film, and I mean a slick, low-budget action movie built around a major TV star shooting stuff up with crazy-ass gunplay sounds like a safe bet for a January release as you could want, right? So a lot of people thought it sounded fishy and started wondering if the studio was maybe looking to bury the release, owing to the increasingly dubious but long-standing Hollywood logic that movies headlined by black women are thought to be less of a box office guarantee. And if you're asking, but how would they know that if they don't ever try? Well, that's why you don't earn the millions of dollars Sony executives did greenlighting Paul Blart 2, Pixels, Aloha, The Fifth Wave, Angry Birds, Passengers, The Emoji Movie, The Star, The Dark Tower. Yeah, that was only within the last 2 years, too. But anyway, how's Proud Mary? Actually, it's not bad at all. It's not great, but it's essentially a solid, if unremarkable, B-grade action movie, and I can't really think of anything that seriously stood out as a major flaw other than that beyond the opening credits and the expected deployment of the song during the climactic action scene, the film really isn't looking to affect the campy blaxploitation homage they've been selling in the marketing. Instead, it's more of a mostly serious, straightforward gangland hitman thriller where the main anti-hero happens to be a middle-aged black woman instead of, Jason Statham or whoever. And yeah, I'd say that's different enough as these things go, and despite the whole hook of Mary being the opposite of your typical hard-bitten action hero, Taraji P. Henson already proved she had serious action movie chops in Smokin' Aces. Remember? She was like the sniper, she had the big-ass 50 cal Barrett M82, Alicia Keys was like her girlfriend that was pretty kick-ass. Wait, did we not see Smokin' Aces? Okay, see Smokin' Aces, it's badass. It's kind of like Suicide Squad, but like good. But okay, back on track. Proud Mary is a gangster movie set in Boston where Henson's Mary is an assassin working for a black crime syndicate run by Danny Glover who takes out a target in the first act only to discover that her victim had a 10-year-old son she has now orphaned, which is a big personal taboo for her for reasons you can probably figure out right away. After spending a year playing guardian angel to the boy, she takes him in when he gets hurt, and when she tries to square his debts to a rival Russian crime family, ends off touching off a mob war for control of the city and must figure out how to get herself and the kid out of the game once and for all. And all this plays out pretty decently, if unremarkably, with, again, the main surprise being that it's overall much more of a character-focused drama with occasional bursts of hard, fast, largely realistic violence than the black answer to Atomic Blonde sort of promised by the marketing. Director Babak Najafi previously helmed London Has Fallen, which this is better than, and has a definite eye for no-nonsense, matter-of-fact action, plus the cinematography and staging deliver a good sense of Boston as a supporting character in the film itself, which is hard to do. It pretty much does everything it sets out to do good enough, but I feel like it could have been elevated by doing one or two things above and beyond apart from the expected spectacle of Henson going all Terminator in Act 3. But as low-tech action movies go, yeah, it delivers, and overall, I really liked it. 3 stars, I'd totally watch another one of these.